project, that is the business plan, the continuation of the preliminary pages from page 1, whereby we did the cover page and we explained some of the things that are being contained within the cover page itself. Uh, just for a recap, we said you must have this business plan as an identification of the kind of the project that you're coming up with, then the business name, then from there logo, then it can be followed by other kind of the details like incision code, presenter name, index number, cost code, unit code, supervisor, and still presented to whom, and from there series. So now I go to page number 2 of the preliminary pages still, whereby now I have to come up with something called declaration. So that is the way that you can be able now to assure that this document is yours, and maybe no one will have ever come up with the same kind of a document there before. So this page is just used for declaration. And for this case, you just need to come up with a statement of maybe 2 or 3 lines. You don't have to write that much. 2 to 3 lines are enough for declaration. So let's see how we can declare. For this case, I want to assure that this is my own document, or this is like to affirm or sharing that this is your own document, that no one will have ever come up with the same kind of a document there before. So it is your first hand document. So I just say here, you can mention your name if you want. So maybe I say I declare that this is my original work that have not been presented or submitted, still presented to any organization for a reward. Yes, you can say for a reward. Sorry, I see there's an issue here. So I indicate that this is my original work that have not been presented to any organization. Yes, we continue there, for a reward of certificate. So there you have now to indicate your course of certificate, maybe in, I don't know your course, certificate in information, for example, for my case, for based on the project, information communication technology, that way. So I declare that this is my original work that have not been presented to any organization for reward of certificate, information communication technology. So have not been presented to any organization, still you can say, or examination body. Examination body for R1 of certificate in information communication technology. So here you're just assuring that this is your own original document, that no one have ever come up with it there before. And for this case now, format will change. Now you have to come here and format on that page. For it, I just use just file. Then I say bold to be inactive. Then Times New Roman is okay. Size to be 12, and the line spacing to be 1.5. That is the format that we have to follow when you reach here. But for the titles, the size for the title should be 14, because that's the main theme of what we are talking about, and still you can put it either in uppercase, though there's some other formatting that we shall come to apply later on, that is based on now the header style, which we shall come later. I prepare a class for that. I show you how we usually apply this kind of the header style, and how we can now be able to differentiate the levels based on the header style that we have there. Then from there, to enable you to come up with something called table of content, which now we shall be able to come up with it once we are done with the document or writing of the document. So that is declaration. I declare that this is my original work that have not been presented to any organization or examination body for reward of certificate, information communication technology. Once you're done with that page, I have to insert another page. So I go to insert, and I say a blank page, still in. I continue to the third page, but still here on declaration, there's some things that you have to do still. Sorry for that. There are some things that you have to do. Immediately after that statement of declaration, you can double space, whereby you have to click twice. If you click here, you have to enter twice. 1, 2, that way. Then I can say presenter details. And then from there, under presenter details, these are grammatical errors because now I have started only with the small letter and I have to start in capital because in a new statement. So on presenter, I have now to indicate the name here. I can touch on the tab, then I put a full colon, then tab again, and I write the name of the presenter. For this is John Mwende. If you do remember, you're writing a business plan for Mwende. Then from there, you need a signature. So you put the sign. On the sign, I can just leave it the way in a way that you come and sign on it later on. Then from there, we need still we can put even the index number before the sign. By the way, I can say index number. So if you have index number, you can touch the tab again, then full colon, then again tab again, then you say your index number. Maybe I said if it is 34 42 whatever, so 35,001, then slash 0001. Still these they have to be balanced, so you have to ensure that they go aligned well. So sign. Then from there I can talk about date still as well. So I put date. Then from there, I have it. Again, you enter twice, double. You say now supervisor details. Here, the supervisor have to declare that he or she is the one who have marked your project or have confirmed upon your project. So I just say maybe this project, probably this project have been submitted, okay, submitted to maybe Victory Digital Digital College with my approval, with my approval as the trainer supervisor. So he's just there to affirm that he is the one or she is the one who supervised this kind of a project. When you're coming up with it, you know to mark it and ensure and confirm that you have written something that is needed or recommended by the examination body. So this project, this have to start in capital because it's a sentence. So I just put it in caps. So these projects have been submitted to Victoria College with my approval as a trainer supervisor. Then from there, immediately after that, you still enter twice. Then you start with the name again. I just need it in small. So name, and then if you know the name, you just put the tab. Then from there, you write the name of the teacher by first of all applying the full colon tab again. Then you can write the name of your lecture or tutor, if possible. I know you should know the name of your tutor. This is E. Then from there, immediately from there, you have to go and write a sign where you have to come up or to come and apply the signature. This you don't have to sign it. It will be signed during the submission of your document. Then from there, date still, you have to consist of the date which your project was submitted. Then you have to correct these errors as usual. So you said you can go under review, then you go under spelling and grammar check. Then from there, you can consider, and you can see we have Joan there. So you can just change. Mwende, you can change, you just ignore because that is a noun. Then from there, we have index, you can change. We have sign, you can change, date, still you can change. Mr. No, you can just click on the base format, you change. Checker you can change because that is a noun, so you just ignore, and it will give you a noun that have to start in capital. Then sign still you have to change, and still date you have to change. Then tell you spelling and grammar checker is done. This must be in capital, so I have to put it in caps. So name, index number, then still M should be in capital for John Mwende. So I just put it in caps. Now you can see we have got that page for declaration with the details for the presenter and details of the supervisor. Then from there, we are done with that. So the font style that you have chosen here is the Times New Roman font size 12, line spacing 1.5. Alignment, just use Justified. That is the best form of format, Justified, which you align your content from the left on the same alignment, from left to right, but within the same alignment. They go now fitting to each other. That is the Justified method or Justified text alignment, whereby you have got four form of text alignment, but I prefer using this kind of the Justify. But there are those who work with the left, And also on heading, we have to apply them on the center, this heading, but I not do it now because there's some of the formatting that I have to come and do later on once I'm done with the project itself. So that is page number 2. Then page number 3, remember we are still on the preliminary pages. After declaration, the next page you have to come up with is a dedication, whereby you have to dedicate your project to someone who is special to you. So dedication, that is the next thing. So on dedication, you're the one to know who to dedicate this project to. So for my case, I can say maybe with gratitude, uh, yeah, spelling mistake, with gratitude and respect, maybe, or even respect or honor and respect. Uh, I dedicate, I dedicate this project, this project to my dear maybe husband, if you have, I don't know, husband, it can be wife, let's say slash wife, wife, it can be children or sibling or anyone else. Sorry, is a comma. Uh-huh. So again, continuation. I'm grateful. Yeah, grateful. I think that is correct me. So grateful for their sorry, their support uh, and love during uh, my maybe course, sorry, course duration. Good. So just a simple statement to show that you're dedicating a project to someone. So with gratitude and respect, I dedicate this project to my dear husband, so wife. If you have a husband, you have wife, and you can put anyone. I've just mentioned husband and wife to as an example. So you can apply, or you can just come and insert anyone there. Either it's your sibling, it's your colleagues, it is your teacher, anyone that you feel that you can dedicate this project to. I'm grateful for maybe their, his, her, that is upon you, support and love during my course duration. Then once you're done with that, remember still you have to follow the same format, Times New Roman, size 12, justified line spacing 1.5. Yeah, you can see it is still active. But on the heading, you have to ensure that it is 14. That is size, the font size. So 14 it will be better for us. But those are the things that I come and apply later on once I'm done with the document itself. But for now, I'm just coming up with the preliminary pages. So once I'm done with that, again, I go back to insert and I can insert another blank page. Again, on this, I can now come up with something called acknowledgement. So I just come there and I say acknowledgement. Yeah, it's okay. Acknowledgement. So let me scroll. Good. I have got my acknowledgement there. This page will hold information about acknowledgement only. And when talk about acknowledgement, simply means the way you can pay tribute to someone. That is, when talk about tribute means both of that. And you have those special people that you can now maybe pay tribute to them. So for my case, I just come here and say, for example, first and foremost, probably, I would uh, like to thank God for uh, for giving me, probably, just thank God for whatever you have done to you, for giving me the opportunity, sorry, the opportunity to undertake undertake this course or project, sorry, course or the project, probably. I also thank or I can say I also express, yeah, to make it more professional, express my sincere uh, sincere gratitude, sorry, gratitude uh, to my lecturer, maybe, I don't know whether you recognize me, my lecturer, Mr. Bra, uh, for this message again, for his support, uh, for his support and guidance. Yeah, and guidance. That is okay. Then from there, I can say lastly, you can tag as many as you want. That is upon you. Lastly, I wish to. I've written in caps. No. Lastly, sorry. I wish to pay tribute. Sorry, tribute to my. If you have, you can come there and say so to my maybe lover, maybe still family, uh, and friends, probably, and friends. That is upon you. For what? Maybe you can say for financial support, for uh, their financial support. Sorry, yeah, support uh, and ensuring uh, ensuring that my project was successful. Uh, was successful or was successfully done. You can say that successfully done. You can see again I have it. So still you ensure you follow the format. Like you can see board is active. You don't know whether you know, okay, it's only here the board is active. So still I have to do away with these kind of the formattings. But what we should say, you first of all come up with the document, then you can apply the formattings once you come up with the document, because when you say you'll be coming up with the document while still formatting, it will take you a lot of time. But for my case, I can do it because I'm just doing it for illustration. So size 12, then I want to just find line spacing 1.5, not double. Then I have to go under review and I go under spelling grammar checker. Thank, that is church, yes. Gratitude, church still. Check and know, you know, because that is a noun. First, yes. Lastly, yes. Then once your grammar and checker is done, it will just tell you that grammar and checker is already done. So then from there, the main heading, you have to ensure that it is size 14. So I have to increase the size to 14, and I can say maybe case to uppercase probably. Then other kind of the formattings I come and apply them later. That is based on the render style, as I said earlier. We shall come and apply them once we are done with the documentation. So that is acknowledgement now. Once you're done with acknowledgement, we can insert another page. Remember, still we are within the preliminary pages. I can insert another page. What for? This page now is the one that we hold. Maybe if you have mission and you have vision, so you can talk about mission, maybe slash vision. So that is upon you. You have to come up with the vision and mission of your business. With the same format, so I can come home and they say yeah 14, but I can put it in capital because it is a heading. So I do away with the board, but size to be 14, to be 12, because now this is information inside it. So mission and vision, you have now to clarify here about your mission. So let me talk about mission here, and I put a simple mission to maybe to maybe let's say bridge the gap uh, between. So here I just input my mission between the between the rich, or not even rich, you can say between the knowledgeable, yeah, because I'm working with the knowledgeable. I'm a professional. Uh, Between the knowledgeable people, people and less knowledgeable. Yeah, so we can talk about that. Knowledgeable about okay, technology use and its dynamics within within the developed world. Mhm. So to bridge the gap between the knowledgeable people and less knowledgeable people, we can add that maybe just to people about the technology use and its dynamics within the developed country. So that is our mission now. Still, I can give it the heading maybe to be probably 14 because it's a heading there. So mission. Then from there I go under vision. So you can space twice by just clicking on enter twice. So vision. On vision, that is your aim to be the best IT. I can put it in capital. IT firm that offer best uh, services to the whole world and enrich young young generation young generation with technology uh, knowledge. Yes, we can talk about that. So technology. So to be the best IT firm that offer best services to the whole world, uh, this world, and enrich young generation with technology and knowledge and use, sorry, and use and its effective use now. Okay, and use, you can say, and its uses. I think that is okay. So now I have vision. So here I have to give it the handle style size 14 to be okay with me. But now on the other information, still this, yeah, it can be left that way. But now on the other information, let it be font styles times Roman size for 12, then 9 spacing 1.5 and still justified. I think they are still active, so not double. I want 1.5 still here. Let it be 1.5, not double. Good, and let it be just fine. So I have now my mission to bridge the gap between the knowledgeable people and less knowledgeable people about the technologies and its dynamics within the developed world. Then vision to be the best IT firm that offer best services to the whole world and enrich young generation with technology, knowledge, and its uses. So those are my mission and vision. You have to think about your mission and vision clearly because they have now to give a clear picture about your aim within the business, what you're aiming for within the market and still in the future. That is based on mission and vision. Then from there, you have again to insert another page. So you go and insert another page, still under preliminary pages. This page I form for abbreviation now. Abbreviation. When talk about abbreviation, these are shortened words or abbreviated words. So on abbreviation, this is what you have to consider. If maybe there's anyone that you have shortened, for example, you have seen me using IT here, and to be the best IT. For you, maybe you don't know what IT stand for. So for you to be clear with what IT stand for, I have to come under the abbreviation. Any words that I have abbreviated, so I have to put it here. I can press on tab, then for colon, tab again. So now here I have to indicate the full meaning of IT. So I just say information, to me, just to make it small, information, communication, communication, technology. No. It is IT, sorry. So it's just technology. Technology. I'm used to information communication technology, so don't mind. I just do away with communication because it is not ICT, it is just IT. So I have information technology with me. That is the abbreviation, or the way we have now to abbreviate. Each one that you have abbreviated within your document, you have now to come under this page, and now you have to give us the full meaning or the full word of that kind of the word that you have abbreviated. So still here I have to give size 14, and I want to give it uppercase. That is, I have to capitalize. Still on this, you have to ensure that it is justified, that is alignment. Then 1.5, that is okay still, that I go with it, I abide with it. So that is abbreviation. Yeah, and you can have as many as you can based on how you have used those kind of abbreviated word within your document. So you have to consider which one have you abbreviated. Then from there, you have to come under this page. You apply all those abbreviated word in full now, whereby we can be able now to understand what is the meaning of that kind of the word that you have abbreviated. I'm not done with the preliminary pages, so still I have to come under insert. I insert another blank page. This page now, it hold information about something called abstract or summary, whereby we have now to come up with a summary of your business. So, which most of the cases we can call it executive uh, summary, probably, or abstract executive summary, or abstract, yeah, that way. So executive summary or the abstract, you don't have to come up with it before you're done with your document. By then, these two pages, the abbreviated or the abbreviation page, and still the executive summary page, and others that I mentioned, still you don't have to come up with them before you are done with your document. So you leave that page being blank, because first of all you have to ensure that you come up with that document, and then from there, once you have applied all the formatting aspects that are needed, no, not formatting aspect, sorry, you have indicated or you have included all the details that are needed within your document. That is when now you can come up with the abstract, and you have to come here and summarize your document in a way that you can be able to understand what is all about within your document. When you're in Form 3, you did something called prose writing, or ufupisho in Kiswahili, that is. That is the same thing that you're doing here in about 50 word, in about. So if you have five paragraphs, no, if you have 5 chapters, that means you have to come here and summarize those chapters with 5 paragraphs, which I say, let your executive summary not exceed 1.5 page. So 1.5 page is enough for you to come up with summary or abstract or executive summary. So I need 5 paragraphs if at all you have got 5 chapters. If you have 6 chapters, I need 6 chapters to illustrate the same under the executive summary. But there's no way you can come up with the executive summary before you are done with the writing of the project that is under the content pages from chapter 1 up to the last chapter. After executive summary, still you need another page, the page that hold something called table of context. Remember, I'm still under the preliminary pages, so I have to come up with a table of context page, that is. So table of content. On the table of context, this is used for references purposes, and table of content we shall go under reference. We shall reach at that level. For now, I'll not show you, but I create class for that once I'm done with the document, because now you can create references before you're done with your document. And that's why I said there are some of the pages that you have to leave without the information or without the content, because we shall do them after we are done with the documentation. So table of content is usually inserted automatically after you have formatted your all headings by use of the header style, which we shall come and do it later on once we are done with the documentation, or we are done with the writing of the document. So table of content, I've said, it is just used for references, whereby we can be able to reference on a certain chapter or a certain subheading within the chapter. If maybe, or it creates a navigation manner, easiest way of accessing your document. Navigation, easiest way of accessing your document. So if I want to know about something within your document, I need just to go under table of content. I see specifically where that heading is lying on, under which page. Then from there, I can just be able to produce to that page. Or if it's a soft copy, I can click on that link. Then from there, to just navigate to the intended area based on that link that I have already clicked. So this, I have to leave it the way it is, but I have to capitalize, and still size, I may say 14 for that case. Then from there, once you're done with that, you have to go under the last preliminary page, still insert, and I want a blank page. And the last preliminary page that you have here, now it is something called list of figures and tables. List of figures and tables. So this again, it will hold all the figures you have and the tables you have within your document. If you have used any figure or you have used any table, you have to ensure that you have created referencing form within this kind of a page, or referencing format within this kind of a page, whereby we can be able to navigate within those kind of the figures and see the tables that you have within your document. So it's just used for navigation of the movement. When I talk about navigation, simply I'm trying to mean about now the way we can access the document, or the easiest way that you can move within the document. So you can see the last, I think three pages, three pages. I've not written anything from abstract to abstract. I have already used one under the mission, or no, under the vision. So from abstract, then from there we have got uh, no, from abbreviation, then abstract. Therefore, by the way, abbreviation, then abstract, then the table of content, then list of figures and tables. So those four, I have not written any content within them, because they now rely on already created document. So I have to ensure that I come up with that document first. Now for me to be able now to input details, or to input content within those kind of the pages that I have. So now we have covered all the preliminary pages. From first page, the cover page, whereby I have got the name of the business, institutions, and other things, or other details. You can just confirm the which is. Then from there, we have gone under declaration, whereby we have declared that this is our original work that have not been presented to any organization or examination body for a reward of certificate in information communication technology. Then presenter details. I have now the name, and this, because it's a title, still I can give it a bold format. For presenter details, and still for supervisor detail, I can give a bold format still as well. Then from there, under supervisor details, this project have been submitted to Victory Digital College with my approval as the trainer supervisor, the name of the trainer, signature, and I've said that signature is not applied at this particular level. This will be done once you submit your document for remark and still have been approved, fully approved, that is. Then date. Then from there, we are going to the next page. That is, sorry, I guess it is rushing in a way that I don't want. Yeah, we have gone to dedication, whereby we have dedicated this project to those that you have mentioned. Sorry for that. I don't know what is not working here. So with gratitude and respect, I dedicate this project to my dear, maybe husband, wife, or any other person just mentioned based on me. I'm grateful for their support and love during my course duration. Then after dedication, after dedicating a project, you go under acknowledgement. And we have said under the acknowledgement, this is where now you have to pay tribute to some of the people, or those individuals who you feel like you need to appreciate them at this level. And that's why you have said that first and foremost, I would like to thank God. And God is not this God, it is a capital God. To thank God for giving me the opportunity to undertake this course. I also express my sincere gratitude to my lecturer. Now we have mentioned the name of the lecturer, for his support and guidance. Lastly, I wish to pay my tribute to my lover, family, and friends for their financial support and ensuring that my project was successfully done. That is vote of thanks. Then from there, and you must ensure that your grammar is neat, very well, phrasing of words is okay. Then from there, we are going now to mission and vision, whereby mission to bridge the gap between the knowledgeable people and less knowledgeable people about the technology use and its dynamics within the developed world. Then vision to be the best IT firm that offer best services to the whole world and enrich young generation with technology knowledge and its uses. That is our vision based on that kind of a business. From there, then you have gone to abbreviation page, whereby you have said that this it hold all the words that you have abbreviated. And for my case, you can see I have just applied the word IT, which I've already used within the vision. So IT stands for what? IT stands for information technology. If there's any other word that you maybe abbreviate, it must be now indicated within this kind of a page, whereby now it will tell the reader, or it will enable the reader to understand it. What does it stand for? When you mention IT, when you mention ICT, when you mention BM, when you mention any other kind of abbreviation or abbreviated one that you have within the document. Then from there, we have talked about executive summary, and I've said executive summary, you come up with it once you are done with your project. This is the prose writing, whereby you have to shorten your paragraphs. In few words, you explain about your chapters. Just by use of few words, you explain all your chapters that you have, which will now enable us now to understand what document is entailed of. So for this case, executive summary, you can't come up with it before you are done with the writing of the documentation, that is based on the chapters from the first chapter up to the last chapter. Then from there, you can now come and summarize those chapters paragraph by paragraph until the last chapter. So that will leave it the way it is. Then from there, we have got a table of content. Still on this, I've said that you can't come up with it at this level. Simply, you need just first of all to come up with a document, then you have to apply all the header style needed within those kind of a document, of which I prepare class for that once I'm done with the project writing, or once I'm done with the content writing of the document. That is from chapter 1 up to the last chapter. So table of content page, still you have to leave it the way it is. And here you now depend on references, of which I come and show you how we usually reference within the document, or how we create a referencing area within a document. Then lastly, we have talked about a list of figures and tables being our last page here, list of figures and tables, whereby you have said that still this will create a reference upon kind of the tables and figures that you have used within your document. So it will be able to guide the read of the document, that this table is lying under this page, this figure is lying under this page. So that is now the list of figures and tables. And upon that, now we have preliminary pages that are needed to be within the business plan project itself. So from the first page, which is cover page, up to the last page, which is list of figures and tables. So that is how we come up with those preliminary pages by use of that format. And remember, on the cover page, there's some of the formatting that we applied within the cover page. You can review on the